Alright, as promised, well, or at least hinted at, I've beaten the Bloodstarved Beast off screen for the sake of speeding things up. Don't
Didn't
worry.
see it, didn't happen.
Yeah, clearly. Um, but I have not done anything else since, so let's check the spoils of victory, the Tumeru Chalice.
I can't believe I missed the bit where Tio ripped the head off the enemy and put it up his own arse.
Ritual Chalice found in the Church of the Good Chalice. Used in a ritual at the tomb altar in the Hunter's Dream to break the seal of the old underground labyrinth. Let the chalice reveal the tomb of the gods. Let blood be the hunter's nourishment, and let he partake in communion. Classic stuff.
I don't speak ye old.
Well, you're British, Liv, you should. So, pop quiz.
We don't.
Pop quiz. How familiar are you two with the concept of roguelikes, even if you haven't played them?
Well, I've been playing the freelancer mode of Hitman, the recent Hitman trilogy.
What about you,
That's a
Shiro? Have you
roguelike.
played something like Hades?
I play roguelikes often.
Okay, so you're probably familiar with the concept of, a seed system. Essentially, randomly generated concepts that get properly put in a game, like think of something like Balatro or Hades, as mentioned, but they're randomized. And in order to, let's say, bring an order to the chaos, each instance is labeled with a code that specifically determines what happens in that specific instance. Normally, it's done so that a player, if so they so desire, could replay that instance inputting that specific code and having that specific sequence to play. A lot
A
of
seeded
people,
run.
yeah. The thing is that people who love to tinker with this kind of stuff tend to apply the reverse process, as in, if they can find a specific combination, they can determine the seed before, that becomes potentially publicly available, and thus deciphering what would be an ideal circumstances. And there's just say that there's something also for this. Let me see if I can. Yeah, there you go. Basically, what you need to do here is to offer the chalice ritual. There you go, the Tumeru chalice. And normally, under normal circumstances, you will be teleported into this dungeon that allows you to progress regularly through a small storyline that you will not do, that just serves to uncover something lore-wise that I will mention later, because it will take too much time and doesn't really offer that much that cannot be explained. But you can also potentially use a glyph, as it's called, which is tied to seed, codes. And it just so happens that a lot of people data mining the stuff tied to the game, despite PS4 emulation being in a very raw state, discovered a funny name that brings you to a dungeon. 1, 2,
Okay.
3, which gives you a very interesting exploit.
Where is this going?
So, after the loading screen, let me just hold on. There you go.
Are you sure you're not dragging us into this a weird sex dungeon?
So, let me properly put it there. There you go. As discovered by the fans after the loading screen, I welcome you all and the audience to the Com Dungeon. I wish I was joking, but as you may notice, the codename to input CUMMMFPK really does sound like someone having an orgasm. And why is it that important, potentially? There you go. Basically,
Who's the dev responsible for this?
as soon as you enter and you position yourself here, a random NPC in the middle of the dungeon is too idiotic to leave and gets killed by one of the traps, which automatically gives you something like 83,000 experience points. You can do this to your heart's content. So this would be basically our main grinding exploit if we take too much time, especially because, remember, the blood echoes are also count as your currency. So in case we run out of blood vials, this can be useful. But yes, I don't. To answer your question, Shirai, I don't fucking know. It's okay. It's probably is really just an accident, you know. But to give it credit, the exploit was very known in the early years of the game, and From Software never patched it out. And they normally did several patches to rebalance stuff from the game. So normally they will try to suppress exploits, but this one they perfectly left it as it is. I don't know if it's for the case of they were afraid it would fuck too much up the code, so we did not want it to touch. But honestly, it's poetic enough for me to believe that someone actually liked the joke.
All their minds are just as in the gutter as mine.
Meanwhile, that lady there standing there like, you've gained 93,000 whatevers in about a minute, but never mind.
Lady, you don't
Nothing
want to know.
suspicious here.
Ma'am, you don't want to know.
The degrading things.
There you go.
Please don't tell me the name alone is sending shivers down my spine.
Then we also took this time to also say to show you something, Dweebs, that where is it? Oh no, we don't actually sell it yet. I forgot. Well, whatever. As soon as I get my hands on some sedatives, I will tell you the item descriptions for them, because I did tell you in the previous part. Yeah, it's not even here. Okay then. Alright, let's get back on track then, shall we? We're not gonna fight for now the Witch of Emwick. Fuck them again, but even what we can. So instead, we're going back to Cathedral Ward to do some unfinished business and get to that boss that we left previously, that I didn't even show. Especially because those NPCs that I talked to at the window, I did not realize that because on a normal run, I normally don't do this. The specific interaction that I require is after you beat 3 bosses, but regardless if they're optional or obligatory. So we're gonna, facilitate things by defeating the boss of Cathedral Ward and then going to them. There's also, if I recall correctly, the Crow's quest line that happens around this time, but I don't remember, exactly where I can find her for now. Oh no, I forgot about these two. Well, while I'm getting into position, since it's been a while since the last part, Dweebs, have you seen something recently?
Well, I decided not to go and see that Kill Bill recut, mainly because it's 5 hours long. Sitting in a cinema for 5 hours, yeah, can you imagine?
Skill issue. But Dweebs, how about instead... Oh shit, machine gun. How about instead having to see the unreleased scene that Tarantino restored thanks to the fucking Fortnite Unreal Engine?
I wouldn't know too much about that. I don't play Fortnite.
Yeah, okay, fair. Again, don't bother. It's really superfluous.
Yeah, good.
It's superfluous as it is.
Besides, I'm surprised Tarantino's had the time to do that and not randomly dissing actors he's worked with.
I don't even know if he's still trying to be an apologist for Roman Polanski. I hope not.
That I haven't heard anything about recently, so I won't comment. I recently replayed some of my old PS2 games, the Sonic ones.
Okay, so I guess the PS2 port of Unleashed.
I have a bit, yeah. Doesn't run that great, but...
I can imagine.
I also played a little bit more of Shadow the Hedgehog.
AKA the coolest game around.
Yeah.
Shut
And,
up, he's the ultimate life form, okay?
And I got 3 races into Sonic Riders.
Oh, well, I thought that the punchline was before I quit.
Well, I haven't touched it in a while.
It's okay, Dweebs.
I might go
It's
back
okay.
to...
If there are no Riders fans, then I'm dead.
Well, there might be a few. I mean, especially with the recent release of Sonic Racing Cross World, some might want to go back and see how things originated from Riders.
I guess, especially because these days it's a bit hard to properly witness free riders without a Kinect.
Yeah, there's the first boss is the menu screen.
But Dweebs, who are you going to hold hands with?
They modded it so you don't have to do that anymore.
Bummer.
Thank God.
Hold hands.
God, you're pathetic.
Suffer.
Damn. But yeah, I haven't seen a whole lot of films lately. Although there has been a bit of unfortunate news in regards to something I pre-ordered.
Go on.
The Thunderbirds Blu-ray set has been delayed till February.
Thunderbirds are no go.
For a couple of months.
God damn it.
Shame, but... I can wait an extra 8 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Game. I think me dying that the Thunderbird set didn't come out is a bit extreme.
Don't you see, Dweebs? I'm with you in spirit.
Sure.
That door there that we just passed through in order to get to that specific cathedral leads also to another optional dungeon, but normally you're supposed to get there way later because it's blocked by a specific key. But there is still a point in order to get there, so don't worry. We're basically just exploring a bit before continuing. I forgot about the presence of these, so why not?
Did buy a few cheap games on Steam, and by games I mean well, I did buy one. I bought Sonic Adventure DX.
You do know that you need extensive mod support for those.
And Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, because I already had SA2 original.
Yeah, as Jova noted during the run he recorded, no, that game really needs a lot of extensive mod support to be in a decent state.
What, the rando mod?
Oh, not necessarily. Well, not necessarily, but that I guess helps, as some copy Johnny showcased.
Well, I mean, that game's story wasn't that comprehensible in the first place, so why not randomize it more? Aside from that,
actually, that
not
reminds
really
me
a
of
whole
a
lot aside
question.
from other stuff that we...
Since you mentioned your PS2, do you still have that copy of that terrible Home Alone games you recorded all those years ago?
I don't think so.
Oh no, what a tragedy.
Okay. I'll just say it right now. At least for me, there is no way I'm doing a Generations of Home Alone.
I mean, again, considering how short and pointless that game is, I don't really see, why that should happen.
The game wasn't worth that coffee that someone used it as a coaster for.
Damn.
But yeah, I've just got my set out now. There's these 3 boxes I have here of random stuff that I didn't even know I had.
Just some stuff.
I mean, well, PS2 boxes, I mean.
Yeah,
I've got a blank ones. I've got a PS2 demo disc. Which is on a CD. I thought it'd be on DVD since that was the format. Oh, I've got a disc of the issue 1 of Jetix magazine.
I remember Jetix.
I have a bunch of those.
I think I've lost all mine. That's the only one I've got left. A game called London Racer 2.
Never heard
What?
of that.
incredible street racing through London and Edinburgh. So why they called it London Racer 2, I don't know.
You can't street race through London. You move at 2 miles an hour.
I mean, I mean, it's faster there than through Edinburgh.
All right.
I've seen Edinburgh. It's more old walls than road.
Alright, we got from the chest here the Radiant Sword Hunter badge, one of the badges crafted by the Healing Church. The Radiant Sword indicates the heirs to the will of Ludwig. These hunters, also known as Holy Blades, are what remains of an ancient line of heroes that date back to a very early age of honor and chivalry. Similar to the other badges, that basically unlocks more stuff in the shop, so that basically expands our inventory. And this is the door where it is locked, that conceals the extra dungeon. We will get back here way later on, so don't worry about that for now.
Yeah, I was just looking through my PS2 collection. Got the Legends of the Spyro trilogy. Not the 360 version of Dawn of the Dragon, sadly, but...
Oh well, what can you do about it?
Yeah, I'd have a 360 anyway. And Extreme Racing. That one with that weird loading screen music.
Yeah, and the weird crediting on every single character in the race that participates.
Yeah, that might make a good one-off LP, maybe.
I guess making a platformer based on an adaptation platformer based on the movie might have been a bit weird, but I honestly think there could have been potential. I don't know.
It's less weird than making a racing game out of it.
There you go.
I've got Disney's Extreme Skate Adventure.
Totally radical.
One where you can have Tarzan skateboarding and Simba.
Alright, now it's time
And it uses the Pro Skater 4 engine.
the Pro Skater engine, yes. Alright, now it's time for one of Miyazaki's favorite trick, which will be recycling Elden Ring. And you might have noticed in some of the early previous Dark Souls games. Platforming in a sense of jump to the correct platform. There you go, under you. And if you fall, you're basically dead. So, fun!
Yay. Oh, I've got an old loose disc called Casino Challenge.
Okay. What is even about? A slot machine?
Casino stuff, I guess.
Yeah, spoiler, the final boss is Le Chief, and you need to destroy him at Baccarat.
If you fail, then he shoots you in the head. That's just how it works.
I mean, to be fair, it's better than what happens in the story, where he beats Bond, on the nutsack with a rope.
I mean, he dies later on, so...
Still, what a specific way of torturing.
I mean, he even said in the movie, he never understands why they have elaborate tortures when he could just bash someone in the nuts repeatedly.
Alright.
Let's see, some Crash games, Titans, Nitro Karts, Twinsanity, Alpha Cortex.
Of course. Let's see if he's...
Why do I still have Angel of Darkness on PS2 disc? I've got that new set now.
I guess you could just find someone who's interested in and sell that? I don't know. Alright, Trumps, let's do this. Nope, that doesn't work. We'll try this another time. I need to remember specifically where I'm supposed to jump.
Some Bond games. I've got Monsters Inc. Scare Island. PS2 one, so it looks and runs better.
Yeah, I forgot.
Never mind. I have got Home Alone.
Oh god, you never got rid of that.
No, apparently. I've lost the manual for it, but...
Oh well. Yeah,
So why would Fox license it out to a cheap one?
Because it did not cost that much to do. It's Holding Ideas talked about this when he reviewed a game from oh, hello there. Ow. From the same developer who did American Tail based video game. Which was similarly shallow, you know. Well, that one had a bit more, you know, things put into it. God damn it! Than the Home Alone game, because it tried to adapt actual pieces of the story instead of being just the arcade experience. Okay, I accidentally triggered something that I was going to plan later. See, that enemy spawns after you defeated again another amount of bosses, and if you get killed by it, instead of respawning immediately from the lantern, you do get a special cutscene.
You get a special failure cutscene?
In a sense, more like similar to Dark Souls 1, where if you die to Save the Scales the first time you get thrown in the jail, you get thrown instead in a different place by getting killed by this enemy. Mind you, this is a dungeon you will come later in the game anyway, so you're not really supposed to do this as soon as you can. It's just a neat Easter egg if you accidentally get killed, which is how people discovered it.
I imagine it's less fun than the other dungeon, though, for some people.
It's called Yahar Gul, the Unseen Village. You will be able to hear soon enough from this place, but there is a chant going on. So, fun times ahead. Not necessarily that, but something similar to that. You might have heard of it already, because it is used in a couple of not necessarily meme compilations, stuff like that, but to represent still evil chanting. But again, all in due time. Let's get down. Actually, let me turn off the lantern. Boop.
The only memes I usually see from this game cosplayers dodge rolling all over the place.
Oh, looks sounds like someone is down here.
Chances of this horrible dream.
Well, too bad. You got to deal with us instead.
Hello.
The merciful gods are on holiday.
Looks like a member of the healing church probably got prisoner. Here, let's talk to her.
The gods went to sleep.
By your garb.
She will not talk to us unless we have a garb of the healing church. I just happen to have it by default for this part.
I have no words to express my relief. You can take this at least.
She gives us some madman's knowledge. Not sure why you were carrying that,
Sure to
lady.
please an upstanding member of the church like you. Oh, thank you so much, dear gods. Thank you so much. I was seized on the street by the hulking brute in the cathedral ward and locked up here. There were many others, but they've been taken away. And I've heard moans echoing in the distance ever since. So, the hunt is on tonight. Then the streets are perilous, and every door will be shut tight. Perhaps it isn't my place to ask.
Okay, this member of the healing church, I
take
think
me
it's
in?
called Sister Ariane, I think. I forgot her name. She's also voiced by Lucy Briggs. It's another NPC we can send somewhere. So, I need to ask you the question again. Do we send her to the Odeon Chapel, which I don't know in how distant these safe places are, so I cannot guarantee her safety regardless, but do we want to send her to the Odeon Chapel or to Josefka's clinic? Lives.
Which is the safer one?
Well, trust your instincts. What does your heart tell you?
Not the chapel, go to the clinic.
Shiroi?
I don't trust either in this setting, so I'll split it down the middle. I'll go with the church.
Okay, I guess I need to decide it again. Heads is dweebs, tails is Chiroi. Heads, we're sending her to Yuzevka's clinic.
The sus clinic that won't let us in, really.
So much.
What's that? Is that guy about to execute her?
Can we help the ghost in any way? Like, what did they just pop in? Hello.
Those are if you need a reminder about the coloring, the white ghosts are just the players that are roaming around. The red ghosts are how the player died in that spot.
I'll set out as soon as I can. I pray for success on your hunt.
Oh well, we'll pay her a visit if we manage to ever get inside Yuzevka's clinic. Alright, moving on. What's it called? This is still not particularly a great place to be, so, you know, sending her away somewhere else was the best choice anyway, so...
At least it's not here, but at what cost?
Alright, let's I don't remember if there are enemies immediately here or not. Oh, yeah, I think they are. Alright, I think there is a lantern up here, but it's also guarded by enemies, if my memory serves right. Let me see. Hello. Oh, there he is. There's one. Taste my big thruster. Oh, God damn it, I always miscalculated the distance. There you go. If I recall correctly, there you go, up here is the lantern. Let's pop it up. Boop. Does not fit on this side. Okay. Also interesting, someone, a skeleton or a, you know, rest of a corpse, here with a particular cage, cylindric cage for a head. Well, not cylindric, 1, 2, 3, hexagonal in shape. No. There you go. That particular animation with the red tinge is basically a buff that the enemy applies to itself when they get to lower health. There you go. It's basically makes them stronger and more agile, technically. So that's what we need to watch out. I also got in the meantime a bunch of runes, actually. That's a gimmick we haven't explored yet because we haven't gotten yet. These are basically small perks that you can apply to yourself, period. They're not that much helpful, but they help on the long run, you know. And each of them represents something like this: Communion, a secret symbol led by Karil, runes made of Bergenworm. Several runes relate to blood, including Communion, which raises the maximum number of blood vials one may carry. This rune represents the Healing Church, and it ministers. Blood ministration is, of course, the pursuit of Communion. Instead, Moon says a secret symbol led by Karil, okay? Transcription of Moon, and spoken by the Great Ones inhabiting the Nightmare. Gain more blood echoes. The Great Ones that inhabit the Nightmare are sympathetic in spirit and often answers when called upon. I'm sure that means nothing. You can equip those, if I recall correctly, back in the Hunter's Dream, so I'm gonna do that off screen. It's just to showcase. Oh, hello there. Oh, it's one of you, Crones. Get fucked.
There was a little bit of it earlier, not long after you left the jail cell.
It's basically just Latin that says, you know, about curses and the cleansing of a beast. Basically repeating the themes of the game.
It was just really quiet at the time, but it was there.
Oh, also, giant pig. Because this is, you know, Victorian British stuff, so of course it has to include giant mutated pigs. This is the secret, dark, gritty Winnie the Pooh movie they don't want to show you. Piglet goes to war. And we get some blood vials. Also, a lot of wagons with cages in them. Get back here. This particular one tends to have a lot of health. Go. Get 2 twin blood moonshots. And if I recall correctly, there should be a door here that I can use as a shortcut. Yes, there we go. That brings me back to the central altar, if I don't want to defeat the enemies up front. Alright, let's proceed. If I recall correctly, there is another pig around these parts, so let me see. There he is, down here. Hello. Here there is an elevator, but it's broken, so it's something, because I remember, we're not supposed to technically be here yet. This dungeon will become obligatory only later. So...
Gonna make some nice pigs in blankets for Christmas.
Yummers. I mean, I'm not sure how healthy that one is, so... yeah, okay.
That's why you wash your food before you cook.
Okay, to be fair, the original version of Animal Farm, the book, is already kind of depressing on its own right, but I don't think it could become this nightmarish. Ow. And here's the best trick about pigs. There you go. You attack them from behind, they come in a state and you literally jam your fist inside their asshole to kill them almost instantly by dealing massive damage. This is referred in the circles of people who play Bloodborne as pig feasting. It is another exploit to get a lot of XP quickly in specific circumstances. Oh goody, more dogs.
Interesting.
Hi, doggy.
No, we do not want to call the dog.
Where's my gritty Dark Souls-esque adaptation of the room where Tommy Wiseau has to deal with... I forgot, which city is supposed to the room taking place in?
San Francisco.
Yeah, an abandoned post-apocalyptic San Francisco, and Tommy Wiseau has to kill the, you know, the frenzied inhabitants, the remaining inhabitants of it.
Hi, doggy.
Alright, so there's not much more else to do. Technically there is an optional boss you can go through for this, but I don't think we're particularly ready for it yet, so we're not gonna do it. So for now I'm gonna just get back my Blood Echoes and return on track, because again, we're still supposed to beat the boss of Cathedral Ward. Now the real questioning is, because I did not checked up until now, is if an enemy has stolen my Blood Echoes or not, if it's the pig or not. No, it isn't. So it has to be one of the dogs. Oh, there it is. Alright, let's see if I can just use the rifle from up there. No, it doesn't deal that much damage, unfortunately. Alright.
Also, aiming down like that is awkward.
Ow.
At least they can't get you.
Well, unfortunately,
Oh,
they can.
never mind.
Now there's the pig too. I just want my blood echoes back, please.
I'm guessing fisting the dog is not an option.
They don't have enough health to justify that. It's easier to just kill them more simply.
I mean, they were retrieved, but at what cost?
Oh well. Well, yeah, it died instantly, so I don't know if I still can retrieve the original ones or not. Just getting a quick check, and then either not, we're just gonna get back to on track in Cathedral Ward.
Without saying any spoilers, the stuff I was worried about with the pacing of Has Been Season 2 doesn't apply anymore. It's out the window.
Oh, I think you did briefly mention that, so yeah, I figured. Actually, you
It
can...
worked out a lot better than I expected.
A follow-up to something that you mentioned in the previous part is it has been a while, even if we were gonna publish these, you know, close enough to each other. Did you end up going to see Wicked Part 2?
No, I couldn't.
Ah, okay.
I'm going this week. Should be at least.
Okay.
For like game side of things, Kirby Air Riders has ruined my life.
I've played the demo with it. It's fine, but it's not something I go out my way to buy at the moment.
I'm obsessed.
It also has a randomizer element to it in the way you customize your run. So
It is also the first Nintendo game with a dedicated, fully fledged accessibility menu.
wow. Took
I
them
know,
long
right?
enough.
I thought you were going to say something a bit more out there, like, this is the first Nintendo game to have insert something icky here in it.
Okay, I will not spoil
Kirby
anything.
Kirby franchise is full of
Yeah,
stuff.
let me put it this way, without having to go into specific or spoiler, but Kirby Air Riders does have that in it, so rest assured that there will be stuff, you know, that's fucked up in there.
So I'm definitely going to go and see Avatar Fire and Ash on my birthday, which is the same day it comes out.
Okay,
Oh.
fair enough.
Yeah, I can't handle 5 hours of Kill Bill, but over 3 hours of Avatar on the other hand.
I just wonder how much this will progress to the status quo. I seen a trailer recently when I went to see finally the theatrical 4K re-release of Angel's Egg, because of course, despite that being a limited theatrical release for an anime movie, of course, as I mentioned in a previous part, they needed to have the Disney pre-show segment to it, of course.
I'm just more curious as to how long Sigourney Weaver, you know, great capable actress she is, can realistically, you know, even with motion capture, play a 15-year-old at her age.
But anyway, again, I seen the trailer, and yeah, it seems interesting enough. I'm still pondering if I'll actually go to see it. And in general, similar to when, you know, Wave of Water happened, I do genuinely ponder if it's gonna keep the hat trick going, you know, of the Avatar movie selling gangbusters at the box office, because I wasn't genuinely expecting Wave of Water to be that successful, and I do wonder if in the current climate, despite everything, people will still be very willing to go to see, you know, James Cameron Avatar movie. So I guess Fire and Ash will be the test for that.
Well, we said that the last time, and well, look how well that did.
Yeah. So, you know, I'm open to surprises, obviously.
I'm going to try and see Anaconda when that film comes out.
Yeah, the
on
reimagining.
Boxing Day. The reimagine when they tried to do a reboot in universe.
Yeah. Honestly, again, the event when it's aimed primarily as a comedy might deter, but the original did try to attempt some humor with Ice Cube and Owen Wilson, and it did not work so at all.
Anaconda, that doesn't involve anyone dodgy, does it?
The original, John Boyd is the main villain, technically.
Okay, John Boyd, that's, again, he's a very solid actor, and I know he's got a lot of baggage. But, yeah, I mean people worse than that.
Bilbo baggage, yes. Again, main protagonist is Jennifer Lopez, then there's Owen Wilson in it, back when he was pre-Ben Stiller movie, so he was basically scriptured into quasi-horror movie Just to Die.
Is he like Halloween 6 Paul Rudd?
Kinda. Well, to be fair, it is still Owen Wilson, so his acting hasn't particularly changed even in the from the past, so he's still doing a lot of oh.
Because I've seen clips of Paul Rudd's performance.
It's very rough.
In Halloween 6, if you can call it that. I am... Okay, either he has the greatest acting coach in the history of the planet, or even he recognised, damn, I was bad in that movie.
Oh, you should see it, Limbs. I forgot which year was it. There was this movie that is called The Midnight Meat Train, I think. Which is
oh yeah, I've heard it. That was from the guy who made Godzilla Final Wars.
And it stars instead Bradley Cooper, and he's terrible in it.
That was Ryuhei Kitamura's. That was one of his films he did after Final Wars. Not his first film, but yeah, it was the second film he did after that. Because that's when he decided to do more Western-made films.
For context, we're basically in the main cathedral of the Healing Church, and these statues don't look particularly friendly. Which god are you worshipping?
Probably worshipping the water god Mario or something.
Yeah, sure. Also, this chanting that this figure is having... I think she's also played by Lucy Briggs.
Seek the old blood. Let us pray, let us wish to partake in communion. Let us partake in communion and feast upon the old blood.
Oh well, let's move forward. At least we found a friendlier face, human-like. You okay, lady? Oh. I guess someone was a fan of Universal monster movies.
Yeah, I don't think she's doing fine.
I mean...
I don't know. I've seen people survive worse.
I mean, well, folks, I heard about being dedicated to be a furry, but this is ridiculous.
Embrace it.
This is vicar Amelia. She's basically your next main test, basically. Obligatory bosses and blah blah blah, but she should be fairly doable. The trick is that, again, being a vicar, she still retains enough of her humanity to apply some healing moves in case of necessity. You would not think that, and you would think she's completely monstrous at this point, but no, she retains a bit enough. So it's not enough to actually be reasoned with, but it's enough to make the boss fight a bit more interesting. Air boss theme is also fine, not particularly, you know, the most memorable of the game, but I like it. Ow. Also, I have no idea how the PS4 originally could handle all of these hair physics going on with her, with these four. There you go. Outside of the back and the head, the upper arms are also part of her weak point. She will flinch a bit if you manage to actually strike at the right time. Yeah. Keep yiffing and you will yiff eventually in hell. There you go. Done. Oh, actually no, she's almost dead. Oh, God, or no, you can't be serious.
Whack.
I just had to say it. I really did.
Best not to say it then.
That was embarrassing.
That's what you get for making fun of the furries.
Of course.
Death.
Making fun of furries. How have you survived in the Sonic fandom this far?
I don't know.
He's not even in it.
That's the secret, Dweebs. I don't know. Well, no matter. As you can see, the boss fight is still doable, especially if I can manage to have the help, the other summon, the NPC summon, which serves more as a distraction rather than actually dealing the damage. The big thing for me is to actually deal with there you go, the church people at the front door before that.
Oh yeah, something I forgot to mention. There's been big news recently.
Go on.
Netflix and Warner Brothers.
Alright.
What do they do?
The former bought the latter.
Well, again, there's still a lot of hurdles to...
And enter in a position of acquisition, there you go.
Yeah, because it's got to go through the regulators and all that stuff.
God, and everybody loves buyouts.
More like, okay, on one hand, I guess it would not be as bad as, you know, with Zaslav currently checking...
or Disney doing whatever.
Well, okay, I was speculating with Jova and saying that it would be hilarious if Netflix realizes it has too much to handle and sells just the DC portion to Disney. That would be hysterical.
When it comes to buyouts and me personally, it depends. I can understand if like the company being bought out is a case of they either do that or they die.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, it did not help that much the studio who made Hi-Fi Rush.
If a place flat out goes bust and dies, then it's a lot harder for anyone to do anything with any of their IPs. Compared to like if someone just bought it and then at least the IPs are somewhere as opposed to being in litigation, bankruptcy limbo.
Mm-hmm. Where the hell did Henriette, please? You have a boss to fight. I still stand that despite the fuckery that happened. Theoretically, the whole Activision buyout from Microsoft had still the potential to be successful, and they just squandered that on its own. Like, a lot of people think it was the natural outcome or something, but I have to disagree on that. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson? But I don't think she was even that old, but still. Ow. Time. No. Okay, almost done. Okay, now we're done properly. God damn it. And we get the gold pendant that she was having. Bye, Henriette. Good times. So, with this, you know, with vicar Amelia finally be able to live in hell to her heart's content, tune in for the next part where we analyze what that thing on the altar is. So, see you for that.
Hi.
See ya.